Automate selective service registration for all men. I hope Gen Z is listening to this one, and Gen Alpha. And I hope people who have kids who are Gen Alpha are listening to this one. Now, to be fair, if you're a dude, you got to sign up for the draft either way. There hasn't been one in 50 years, so most people aren't worried about it, but I'm pretty sure if there's a World War III coming, and the U.S. thinks it may be the case, yeah, they're going to draft all of you. Now, I'm fortunate enough that I'm old. I am 38. And so, don't worry about it. When you're between like 18 and 26, you're just like, I hope a war doesn't break out where they're going to make me fight it. And I don't got to go fight for these crackpots. But Gen Alpha and Gen Z will have to.
What is the cutoff for?
Well, they
and how are we defining men in the modern vernacular?
So it'll go forever, right? So needed. It's right. Like Ukraine's drafting women now, and the elderly. That's what Ukraine's pulling women and the elderly to the front lines. And they don't give them, there's no training. They grab a guy off the street. There's videos of them they'll grab a guy off the street and be like, you're going to war. And then people freak out like, what's happening? They put him in uniform, hand him a gun and say, go. And then they just cannon fodder. But they don't care. The U.S. doesn't care. NATO doesn't care. So here's the story. A new plan from House lawmakers will automatically register men for a potential military draft when they hit 18, avoiding potential legal consequences connected to failing to file the paperwork at a proper time. Language included in the House Armed Service Committee's draft of the annual Defense Authorization Bill would mandate the automatic registration of all males between 18 and 26 living in America in the Selective Service System, the federal database used for a military draft in the case of a national emergency. It hasn't been used for that purpose in 52 years, but men who fail to register can face a host of legal consequences. Now, I wonder what would be happening right now, where you have a Democrat, Chrissy Houlihan, sponsoring the automatic registration language, calling it both a money-saving and common-sense reform. Why? I tell you this. I can assure you right now, the majority of young men will never agree to fight. In a nation where women do not have to, but are granted equal say in government, politics, and favored in courts. There is a huge issue right now with the rise of the likes of Andrew Tate and Pearl Davis, and now you got Homath, and these channels exist for a reason. Young men are not happy with the disproportionate, the second-class citizen system that as related to things like selective service. You go to an 18-year-old guy and say, you will be forced to fight and die for a country because a female politician who does not have to do it mandated you do so. Now you go back in time, and a guy says, I am going to go fight and die, and you are expected to do the same. And a lot of guys were like, it's our duty, we all do it. Now you have a system where you have a bunch of elite multimillionaire women like Nancy Pelosi and other Democrats who would vote in favor of this, not to mention older guys who don't have to fight, telling young men they have to go fight and die. One of the big reasons why the draft is not popular in the first place is because you have elite older men forcing young people to go fight and die for them in their wars, and they don't have to. I say we take it all the way back to the 1900s when they tried passing this bill. I think it was an amendment that said if you vote in favor of war, you have to go fight for it. They said, we'll put an amendment saying we vote on whether to declare war directly, and then if you vote yes, you're conscripted on the spot. It's going to be interesting to see what happens right now with the current state of how young men are viewing the world and the rise of these angry young men who are pissed off about this system.
Are politicians exempt from drafts?
Well, no, it's an age thing. There's
right, but if you're younger, so
you're not going to be in Congress if you're 25. So they're drafting only young guys. And typically people who can't afford to pay someone to go in their stead. That's what they used to do back in the day. If you were rich, you could pay someone to go to the draft for you. So if you got called in, they'd be like, okay, here's money, he'll do it. Yep. But I don't know if it's actually going to take off or if it's going to happen, but I do think it's interesting that they're actively trying to do it right now of all times.
Yeah.
Right?
I do think it's fair for men to
automate.
Well, they are going to do it because it's prophecy. But I want to say shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakapadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. This is a lesson through the spirit. It says U.S. Congress is now proposing a bill for selective service in U.S. military. And basically what it is that they're going to reinstate this draft. because we know that tensions is amid high from the conflict from October 7th with the small hats and so-called Middle Eastern countries, Hezbollah, Iran, Israel, these particular nations. And then you have North Korea as well, China, Russia, which mainly Russia is the main, I say America is the main aggregator behind these tensions of wars. But nonetheless, America and damn, I got distracted, Salakia. But anyway, nonetheless, the tensions going back into the Ukrainian conflict back in 2022 with basically NATO, and then you had the Ukraine and basically Russia all in lieu to stop the Western forces to invading the borders, man. So now, you have this big conflict, and Russia is basically saying, look, we getting ready to go to war with NATO, and anybody that's against us, we gonna do what we gotta do. And they're basically blaming or labeling America basically a terror to the world, and that is absolutely true. Okay, the Edomites, I say that, okay, because including you Russians, you're Edomites as well. But it says lawmakers move to automate selective service and registration for all men. Now, the typical age for selective service was 18 to 25, right? But I believe they're going to extend that, okay? I believe that age limit is going to go up, okay? Because you got vets that's retired out of the military that's still able, in their late 30s, 40s, even 50s. Because this thing is going to get so intense to the point they're going to need bodies on the ground. They're going to need boots on the ground. So if you got any type of military experience, they don't give a damn if you over the age of 25. They're calling you, man, because for one thing, these men or these young boys, they're not physically able to go to war because they don't have the mental fortitude behind it. They don't have the training. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the body structure. They don't have the mindset. It's just they're weak. These are weak men. And this is what years of peace and feminism and liberalism has gotten you men in America, because you basically elevate women to roll over you. So you men have become women. Okay. So let me see something here. Selective service age, right? 18 to 25. All men are required to register with selective service. And he stated that, he's 38 years old, so he don't have to worry about going to war. Well, I beg to differ, because, honestly speaking, you in your 30s, you still able to fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially Jake being in their 30s looking like they're in their 20s. So all this 18 to 25 shit, yeah, right, that may be the first initial wave from the draft, but at this point, they're going to get whoever they can get, Also, women, you getting drafted too. You ain't getting out of this alive, or you're not getting out of this unscathed. Okay, they're going to draft you too, because like they say, you want equal rights, you want equal pay. That means that your ass can go fight a war too. Because see, the average woman, she joins the military because she wants to do it. It's like a TikTok parody. They join the military. It's a fat ass and fatigues with a nice little loaf and a Charger or a Hellcat, and they go TikTok crazy on that. And that's the only reason why Jake joined the military. But the reason why you join military, because you're supposed to defend your country, your society. Okay, but Jake joins the military because they want the benefits and they want to ultimately do good in life. So that's why Jake joined the military, man. And if you're in the military for 20 plus years and you retire from the military, then, you be well off, man. I know of a story of one guy, I believe he retired from the military, and this dude got a crib built from the ground up, man. Making stupid money, So with that being said, ain't gonna be no age limit. And to be technically honest with you, this is who they should recruit. Honestly speaking, let's look at this. Gen Z population. Let me see something here. Gen Z males. And they're going to draft you women too. You women ain't getting out of this. All right. The Lord is going to send your ass over there too to get smoked. But they're going to bring these guys. These guys ain't in no condition to fight a war. Look at them. They're effeminate. They're soft. Okay. They can't even take any type of adversity. Everybody's sensitive. You can't even say anything without offending somebody. Like if you use the wrong pronoun, then you can be subjected to fine or getting locked up all because you offended somebody. Just because they want to use the wrong pronouns and you're basically using the right pronouns because, you know, you're literate enough to use the right ones because it's common sense. Like if I see a woman, then hey, it's a she, you know. But I get penalized because this demon wants to be called something other than what it was born. Just fucking stupid. So you see why this place is inevitably going to be destroyed. Okay, the Lord has weakened the culture. He's weakened the military. He's weakened the mindset. Your president is incompetent as hell. Okay, you got this guy over the, what is this guy? Rachel Levine, this demon. I believe she's over like him rather. Let me look this person up. Rachel, which is a guy and it's a fucking small hat. Look at this. This is what you have ruling your country. This is who you have telling you your rights and your wrongs. You know, they need to send this motherfucker over there. Let him fight this war. Look at this madness. And nobody sees a problem with this. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Ain't that some shit? A person that clearly opposes health in the right way is telling you about health, right? That's crazy. But anyway, old block boy, old block. This is your defense right here. This is who Esau need to get. I mean, honestly speaking, if I was you, E, and I've said this before in many, many videos, what you need to do is go in there with about a squad, like about 6 different squads. Bring SWAT in there, bring FBI, bring the cops, bring the detectives, you know, and whatever alphabet gang you can find. Bring in there, cut the power, smoke bomb these niggas always, kick in their doors, put a gun in their head, and throw these niggas and back up a paddy wagon and send them to an undisclosed location. And then when you take the blinders off of them, basically train them up because, I mean, they already in fucking war. These niggas kill each other all day, so give them a reason to fight. Okay, which all of them are gonna die anyway. But honestly speaking, if I was Esau, I would recruit every nigga in this photo. Well, King Von, he's dead. But the ones of them that ain't dead yet, send them over to the war, because if they don't go fight in war, eventually they're gonna be put to death in the streets. Because I guarantee you, every nigga on this page is gonna be put to death. So take them, send them to the Middle East, and let them fight World War III, because that's your only hope, bro. This is your only defense here, man. Okay, this is your only somewhat of mighty man that you may have. Send these guys, man. Little poo shiesties and stick up kids and niggas with ski masks on. I will send every last one of these guys to fight World War III. I mean, look at them. That like shooting shit up. Send them niggas. You know, and I'll start recruiting at the age of 12. Because, hey, you got 12-year-old killers, man. Matter of fact.